Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all, and as you can tell, I just readjusted that. As I was looking at the viewfinder thing, I was realizing for the past how many ever videos, I had like all of this space above my head that I was capturing for some reason, and I don't know, it just seemed silly. Anyways, I've adjusted it. I'm not going to re-record those videos, sorry guys. At least I didn't crop off my entire head again like I did in one video series, and then I had to go back and re-record all of those, so... I have completely forgotten at this point what it was I was... Oh, Goldeneye! Yes, so Goldeneye. So, you know, there's all this stuff going on about the Apple Watch. People were calling it the iWatch, but that's not its official name. I wasn't so sure how excited I would be about it. Oh my gosh, I just realized this kind of actually segues. If I would have thought about this a little more cleverly, I could have segued from that whole viewfinder thing to that, because let's just stop talking about Goldeneye for a second and talk about Apple Watch, which has nothing to do with Nintendo. And it is that I kind of am like, what is the point of this thing? I've already got the iPhone, what do I need the Apple Watch for? It's the exact same thing, but smaller and less useful. But then, the one feature that they pointed out that is not going to matter to anybody else in the world is actually kind of super useful for me, and it's specifically related to that viewfinder thing. You can use the Apple Watch as a viewfinder for your iPhone camera. So, for instance, I've got the iPhone right there, and you might have noticed that I have been filming all of these videos that take place here in my office thing not in 720 frame rate style, or whatever the dimensions are called, but I have to flip it backwards so I can actually see myself, so I know whether I've cut my head off, or, you know, whether I'm even in frame or not, which then is what causes on either side to have these, you know, square things, because I don't know if you know this about the Apple iPhone 4 is what I have, but it doesn't record in 720. On the back side, it only records in 480. So, and that's not the full widescreen rectangle. So that's why we've got these animated square things on either side to fill in the rest of the room. But I wouldn't need to do that anymore. I could just film it with the regular front-facing camera and use the Apple Watch to see, oh, wow, I'm all the way over here. I need to move over there, and now I'm being filmed, or whatever. So that would actually be pretty useful, but I'm not going to spend the $400 or $300 or even $200. I have no idea how much the Apple Watch costs, because frankly, not gonna get it. But what was I talking about anyway? Goldeneye. Yes, so if you're into Goldeneye and you're a super huge Goldeneye fan, there is a theme for the Motorola smartwatch, not the Apple Watch, but for the Motorola smartwatch that looks exactly like the watch from Goldeneye. So that was a very convoluted way of getting to that short piece of news. Good job me, or bad job me. Our next story is about the fact that the Wii U eShop has changed its theme music to being that of Beedle's shop music. So, dun 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 dun. Anyways, I could go on forever because for some reason the Beedle theme song is always stuck in my head and I find myself humming it constantly. So I really should not go purchase anything on the Wii U eShop anytime soon, or I will go insane. Our final story for the day is a very amusing Instagram or some Vine or something. I don't know what kind of video style it is. I guess I'm not hip enough. But it's shaped strange, so it's not a regular like YouTube style video. And it is Link from Twilight Princess mixed with 90s techno music. And I don't understand why it's so hilarious, but it made me laugh hysterically. So, not at first. At first I was like, what is the point of this? This is dumb. And then something happened and I just started laughing hysterically. So if you want to experience that roller coaster of emotions, there's a link for you down below. And that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.